All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking about real music in real time for a few real people out there just like you and just like me. So, yeah, I went over 75K last night. So that was cool. And I just want to thank everybody, all the subscribers, the patrons. I posted something over on Patreon just gloating a little bit. Celebrating is a better word, not gloating. I know they don't like me in certain chat rooms in the melodic rock community, which is bizarre because I think I do more to promote melodic rock than pretty much anybody. Because I use the topic to, promote whatever it is I'm talking about that gets more eyeballs. And now people are telling me, please keep doing this. So, here we go. Here's Vital Lines, if I don't drop it. Wheels Within Wheels. This is my good friend Robbie LeBlanc on vocals. Robbie is one of the finest melodic rock singers on the planet. He deserves like what Lou Gramm got to. That's how good Robbie LeBlanc is. And this is really solid AOR. I always say there's some Toto and some Foreigner in it. You may hear some other things, but I just use those reference points for old folks like me who will say, yeah, I like Toto. Yeah, I like Foreigner. But this has got its own sound, and it's called Vital Lines. Again, one more time. And the album title is Wheels Within Wheels. So you should get yourself a copy of this. Support the artist. You also have the great Tommy Denander playing guitar. He is a beast. So you've got him and Robbie together, and that's all you need to know. Some breaking news about David Gilmour from Pink Floyd. Holy crap, Batman. For those of you who thought, the franchise was done, well, it's not going to be Pink Floyd. It appears that David Gilmour is going to create a solo album. Now, for all intents and purposes, for how many years, Gilmour has been basically creating solo albums that turn into Pink Floyd albums. Of course, he had Nick Mason. I'm not sure if Nick is going to be involved with this project, but some interesting stuff happening on social media. One radio station posted, is new music on the way from David Gilmour? And it looks that way. Polly Sampson, who is quite busy being Gilmour's wife, and she's often attacking Roger Waters on her social media. Just, man, these two guys, no wonder they're not in a band together anymore, because, Gilmour is, pro-Ukraine, and Waters is pro-Russia. And then you've got Israel and Hamas and Palestine, however you want to describe that. And Roger Waters is pro-Palestine, and Gilmour is pro-Israel. So there are battle lines that have been drawn for many years between these two guys, and Polly Sampson likes to hurl insults at Roger Waters, as do a lot of people these days, which is unfortunate. I mean, look, it'd be nice to keep some of this out of the music, but a lot of times this inspires the music. David Gilmour did an unfortunate thing, I think last year or the year before, when he put out this song, Hey, Hey, Rise Up, using a bunch of Ukrainian musicians acting as Pink Floyd. And I thought that was terrible. I mean, if that's the last Pink Floyd song, that's not a good way to go out. But anyway, I'm a huge fan of David Gilmour. Look, David Gilmour owns what I believe to be the greatest guitar solo in the history of music, and that would be the solo he does on Comfortably Numb. Just emotional, goosebump-inducing twists and turns. It's just an incredible guitar solo. And for me, it's the best. It's just the best guitar solo I've ever heard, and nothing is coming along to top that because the guitar solo is really not a thing anymore. It's just ridiculous. People my age are like, "What is going on with the guitar solo?" It's like nobody uses it. Nobody, especially in popular music, nobody even thinks about it. Just more synthetic noise and keyboards. So anyway, they're not really keyboards, they're computer generated sounds. And that's why a lot of us older folks, and we're talking anybody who grew up with music from the 50s up until the 90s, probably. And yeah, it's not like all the guitar solos went away, but that structured way to do a song where you expect to hear a guitar solo or, maybe a trumpet solo. I don't know, but something that would indicate that the song has this little break and someone is going to show off their talents. It's a thing of the past. So anyway, let's get to the meat of this story. So Gilmour's wife, and she also writes lyrics as well. So maybe they sat down and wrote a whole bunch of songs about Ukraine and Israel together. I don't know. It'd be good if it was a little more esoteric. That's, I think, where I'm at these days. Anyway, Polly, has shared several photos on Instagram of Gilmour in the studio, suggesting he's working on some new songs. One photo shows him in front of a soundboard with the caption, "Today's desk was, I'm told, made before I was." So the desk may be referring to the soundboard. If Gilmour is using some really old equipment to do this album, that might be very interesting. We might get some analog recordings from David Gilmour. And when you think of Pink Floyd, you think of super high tech, you think of the best audio quality. So again, I'm a fan of the Gilmour solo stuff. He put out a lot of great music, and a lot of it has been, tossed down the memory hole. Who's playing solo David Gilmour? Just ridiculous how there's so much music that is just gone. Anyway, so there is also a photo of Gilmour on his guitar and pictures of Adam Betts on drums and Tom Herbert on bass. So that seems to be a band. I don't know who they have playing keyboards. It's a shame maybe Nick Mason wasn't given a phone call. I mean, Nick will hang out with either Roger or Dave. I mean, he just wanted to do more Pink Floyd. That's why he went out with his own band. He's like, I'm just going to do this myself. These guys won't get together again. It says here, so far, there's no word on when a new Gilmour album will be released. When it happens, it will be the Rockers' first new album since 2015's Rattle That Lock. So we're going on 8 years now. Not sure how old David Gilmour is. He's got to be mid to upper 70s, I would say, just like Roger Waters, who is getting kind of close to 80. So, look, I'm very excited. This helps the classic rock world. If Dave can still sing, we know he can still play. I'm still just sad that the last Pink Floyd song is going to be this Ukrainian thing. And I wish, he had called Nick Mason and said, hey, let's do something that sounds like a Pink Floyd song. And they could still do that. They really could. But these band names and franchises, they're very valuable. And I think there has been a lot of wasted time when it comes to Pink Floyd and that franchise, whether you don't think Gilmour could continue without Roger Waters. He's been doing it since like 1987. So I think people are kind of over that. There are some diehard fans that just don't think it's right. And anyway, long story short is I'm looking forward to this and hoping that it's as good as Dave's prior solo albums. All right, before I check out, check this out. It's Vital Lines. Has kind of a Pink Floydian album cover. Alan Parsons, Pink Floyd, look to it. Wheels Within Wheels. Not about the Book of Ezekiel, as far as I'm aware. Could be. You might have to delve into the lyrics a little bit more to make that determination. But great music. Robbie LeBlanc, Tommy Denander. It's like a home run. Some of the best material that Robbie has been involved with since he's been doing this melodic rock thing, which probably dates back to like the late 90s. He was so close to being a superstar, and the Don Adams thing where he just missed it by that much. It was, I don't know. Life is weird. Go listen to him though. He's like a poor man's Lou Gramm. If you can't afford to see Lou in his prime, then go check out Robbie LeBlanc today, because the great thing about Robbie is he can still sing. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for helping us go over 75K. And that's us being myself and you guys for being a part of this. And continue to pray for peace in the Middle East and all around the world. War is bad. It's not good for anything. I learned that a long time ago. Edwin Starr, he was the guy who said that, and he was 100% right. All right. God bless, and I'll see you soon.